Yeah. So I don't think that he's a coach that can get a 4 games in. Maybe with an 8 seed he can, or a 7 seed he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see him getting a 4-game sweep just yet with any marquee teams.
Can we roast me for a second about how worried I was about Budenholzer going to the Bucks?
Dude, I loved him. I thought he was a really good coach. I loved the Budenholzer.
I was so freaking worried. Because I knew...
Because he was with the Hawks and the Hawks were trash?
Yeah, that's why I was worried.
But the Hawks were trash, but he did well with the Hawks offensively in the trash team. Like, they did a lot better than most people thought.
They weren't even... The Bucks weren't even having a trash season when they fired Jason Kidd.
No, he was just... They had this team assembled for possibly a really good team, and yet he was not.
He wasn't using them.
No, he wasn't doing that. He oftentimes wanted more power in the system, and our owners didn't like that, and eventually they said, screw off, mate.
Screw up, mate.
So...
We don't have any Aussies on the team anymore. Yeah. We got rid of Dellavedova.
Exactly.
Which he wasn't bad for the Bucks either.
He was a good at the end of bench role.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be bad to have on as a 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Some guy that might come in a couple minutes in the playoffs.
Do you think Wesley Matthews is more of a 6 man than a starter? I think he is more of a 6th man in my opinion.
It's hard to discuss with this team. I think that...
I don't think he should be...
I agreed he should have been a starter at the season because Dante didn't have a great season. He wasn't out here looking like a starter.
It was his rookie of the year, though.
Yeah, I know. But he wasn't... He was our first-round pick.
Yeah, but still.
And he wasn't playing like a... He was playing like a second-round pick. Like an early second. Not a first-round pick. So that's why I said that get Wesley Matthews a starting position, which I really liked. I wasn't expecting him to hold on to that starting position this whole entire season. If so, he would probably split time if he did, which he's kind of doing right now. He's a starter, but Dante gets a lot of minutes and George Hill gets a lot of minutes also in it. He's kind of just platooning. He's getting like 24 minutes a night, which is half.
I think Wesley Matthews and George Hill in the same rotation would be deadly.
Yeah,
they're both very good 3-point shooters.
Yeah, George Hill can go right in the basket and you would have Wesley Matthews sitting right in the corner. Or right on the outside of the free throw 3-pointer. Dante, he hasn't proven to be a good 3-point shooter just yet.
He's decent. He's not terrible.
Decent, but if you have Wesley Matthews with George Hill, that's really good.
That's at
the same time.
That's a 1-2 combo punch knockout.
Yeah. At the same time, Bledsoe and Wesley Matthews. Bledsoe isn't far from George Hill.
Right.
He's a little more athletic, a little more better done than George Hill, but they're the same people. They got the same specialists, everything. I just think that personally,
George Hill's younger though.
I think in the playoffs you will see Dante start.
Yeah.
If not, you'll see George Hill. George Hill showed up in the playoffs last year.
George Hill's younger than Eric, isn't he?
Eric Bledsoe? No, he's older.
Is he?
He's been in the league since 2005, I want to say.
Damn, really?
Yeah, he's 30 years old.
Holy shite.
He started with his season with the Spurs, and that's when I liked George Hill. I thought George Hill was really underrated with the Spurs, and then he finally caught time.
Was Cleveland, didn't he?
His first big season was with Sacramento.
Oh, yeah, he went from the Spurs to Sacramento to Cleveland.
Sacramento, Cleveland. He went with another team. I can't think of who it was. For like a half a season. Then he went... that was before Cleveland. And then he went to Cleveland, then us.
Which, amazing pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Our GM knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's kind of like David Stearns with the Brewers, except a little bit better.
Yeah, Lazar is pretty good. I wouldn't say that he is elite in his GM post, but he's looked pretty good for us. There could be improvements with him, but he's also a big much into the players. He's not so much like a financial Mongol. Mm-hmm. He's really much into the actual players and getting
players that gel well.
Yeah. That's why you rarely see him make moves. His moves are usually people on the bench.
Right. He doesn't want to really mess with his starters.
he had to lose Brogdon, so someone's got to fill in. That's why he signed Wesley Matthews.
Which was kind of a good sign. Great sign by them.
At the time, it was just because he's paid the vet minimum, so he's not making much. It was a low risk, high reward kind of signing,
and it was great because it was Wesley's return to Milwaukee.
Yeah, so I have no problem with him at that signing. I honestly thought he was going to get traded, maybe, or just get cut before the trade deadline. But he's had games where he's looked sufficient enough to be even on the bench.
So you see Wesley sticking around for a while?
Not after the season, no. I think they either cut him or they have to find some kind of role. I don't think if they keep him, Korver's going for sure.
Korver's old, so.
Yeah. I guarantee you he's going to be probably leaving. I don't see us resigning him if he does not retire.
He might just be like, "Yo, I just want to play one more." He'd be like, "One more season," and then
Yeah, I just don't see him getting re-signed by us.
He's not a bad player. Korver's not terrible.
For a guy who can nail down threes, yes, it would be a late game kind of if you need a 3-point shot shooter. Right.
Even though he's old, but he's still.
He's slow though, but
he
can still make down the threes.
All right, let's.
Okay. No.
Oh yeah, you gotta do your West predictions.
What about the 3 seed? We'll just go rapid fire kind of thing.
Well, I already said the Heat were gonna be 2, so I'm gonna say that the Raptors are gonna be 3.
Okay. I'll say the Heats are going to be 3. So basically, we just swap 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And then the
4 Celtics,
and then 5
Sixers.
I'm going to go Pacers.
You go Pacers. Why Pacers?
I think that they're a little bit stronger than the Philly, and I think that Philly's going to slip a little bit compared to the Pacers. The Pacers been looking good as of late. Not terrific, but they've been looking good. I think the 6 seed does become the Sixers, though. I think that's really much safe to say.
I don't know who I'd pick for my 6 seed. Who do I have to choose from?
You probably got Pacers, Nets, Magics, Wizards, Bulls are the next ones.
I'm going to say bold move here. Let's say the Nets turn it around.
Yeah, they're on a roll right now, though.
Mm-hmm. Are they going to get KD back this season or no? No, he tore his Achilles, didn't he? Yeah, no. They're not going to get him back. But I think they could turn it around. Then my 7th seed, I'm going to go with the Pacers.
I'm going to go Nets with the 7, and then I'm going to go 8 with the Magics. I don't see the Wizards getting in.
No. I say Magics.
Especially if Wall's out for the season.
John Wall's out for the season?
He's projected to be back in like March, late March.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the Wizards are going to, when he comes back, I think the Wizards are going to realize that we're not going to be into the playoffs. They're going to be a couple of games back. I doubt they're going to put Wall in. If they're close enough, they could put Wall in. I could see them beating the Magics out. But other than that, I don't see anybody else getting the playoffs. Really, that's going to be a shocker. I think the Wizards is going to be the only team that I could possibly see. I don't see the Bulls, Hornets, or Pistons getting in.
I don't even know about the Wizards. They basically got Isaiah Thomas right now.
Bradley Beal,
but like...
And then Oubre,
but... They basically are relying on 3 people.
Yeah.
And Isaiah Thomas isn't even really having that good of a season.
He's all right. Oh, shoot, they got that rookie. I can't think. Hachimura. He's actually looked good.
Yeah.
In those games.
I don't know. I haven't really watched many Wizard games, so I wouldn't know. I watched them when Sam Decker was playing for them. But now Sam Decker doesn't play in the NBA anymore, which kind of pisses me off. Whatever.
He's not that. He's in and out.
He's in and out, but... West.
What about the West?
Top seed? Probably Lakers.
Yeah. I don't see anybody else going to go up to them and compete. What about the 2 seed?
Who do I have to choose from?
The people that are in the playoffs would be Nuggets, Clippers, Jazz, Rockets, Thunders, Mavericks.
I say Nuggets. Nuggets are the 2 seed. I can see it.
I'm going to go Clippers with the 2.
Why?
I think that the Denver lost a little bit more than they should have in the trades. They made some good acquisitions, but I don't think that they're well rounded as the Clippers. And it's Kawhi Leonard. He's probably going to start, showing off, and Paul George. I think that they're going to be a little bit pulling up for that 2 seed at the end.
I'm gonna bold move here and say that they're gonna go 4 seed. The Clippers.
Seed. They're not that. They're only half game back from the Jazz right now. So
And
I'll go 3 seed. I'll go Nuggets.
I'm gonna go Jazz for 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
I say it's gonna be close, but I think it's gonna be Jazz 3 and then.
I think
Clippers
that the Nuggets
4.
win the series against the Jazz.
I'm saying it's gonna be close between like Clippers and Jazz.
Yeah. And then the 4 seed
because they got the Jazz got Victor I can't remember his name. Or no, he plays for the Pacers, didn't he?
I was gonna say you said Victor Oladipo.
Sorry.
I was really confused.
They got Donovan. They got Donovan.
Mike Conley,
Mike
Bojan,
Conley.
Rudy Gobert. I mean,
I think Donovan's gonna lead them to number 3.
and they also have Clarkson.
They also have
never
Grayson
know.
Allen, which the fall from grace he had. Fuck that dude. I hate Grayson Allen. All right, 5 and 6.
I'll go. I think the 5 goes to the Rockets. I don't see any other team really going to be competing close to them.
I say the Rockets go 6, and by barely. Because I'm sorry, but Russ and James not really gelling all that well.
No, they're not.
They don't have the OKC days where they had Russ, Kevin, and James.
No, they did make a good trade in Covington though.
Yeah, but they don't gel as well as they did in OKC.
No, they've been scoring, yes, a lot of points with Harden and them, but I feel like they aren't gelled enough to actually run up as a big old team.
No.
I think that they have the scoring from Covington, they have the defense from PJ with the all-arounds from Harden and Russell Westbrook, but I think they're just not good enough to grab a 4 from the Jazz.
Nope.
And then the 6th seed, I'll go Mavericks.
I'm going to put them at 5. Again, I think it's going to be close. Or not really. I think it's going to be close that the Rockets make it in, but I think that Dallas could run away with a 5 seed because they look pretty good with Seth Curry and they got who'd they trade for again? That big center that they got.
Who was it?
Who'd they trade for that center that they got? What's his face?
What team are you talking about?
The Mavericks.
Trade for center.
They got a.
Who was it? Cully.
Yeah.
Willie Cauley-Stein.
They got Cully. They got Porzingis, and then they got oh shit. Whatever. I can't remember his name. Oh yeah, I said Luka already.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Who are you trying to? Who did you say? Luka, Cully.
Luka, Cully, Seth, and Kristaps.
Tim Hardaway.
He'll
go off at some nights. He had 33 against the Jazz.
They did pretty well against the Bucks too.
Yeah, he did.
But all right, moving on from.
Am I going to say the last 2?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Because this is going to be really important.
All right, who do you think?
I think 7 goes to the Thunders, which is pretty good. Which could be another Coach of the Year candidate in Billy Donovan. Because how much they lost, and they're still a seed. I mean, for how much they lost, they got like barely nothing in return. They just got draft picks. And they're right now competing, actually, in the playoffs.
I feel like they make it at 8, though, because they don't really seem like a team that fits well. You know what I mean?
They're definitely lost a lot more. They got Chris Paul, yes. They still have Steven Adams. Gallinari's look good.
Chris Paul and Steven Adams are like the 2 people that kind of click well.
Schrader still off the bench.
But I feel like Chris Paul is more of the guy that just like, you know, puts the whole team on his back and like is like a ball hog and like.
He's not necessarily a ball hog. I think he just gets a lot of the ball movements. More like he controls the offense a lot. He doesn't necessarily score with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just think that the offense is rounded around him only, which has its flaws, has its pros. A guy like Chris Paul who can pass, yeah, it's kind of a little bit more pros. But at the same time, you shut down Chris Paul, there goes their offense. Yes, they still have